You drink water every day. You know what it's like to be thirsty. But water isn't as straightforward as you might think. This simple molecule, just two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen, is actually one of the weirdest substances in the universe. It's one of the few materials that becomes less dense when it freezes. It can dissolve more substances than any other liquid, and your body has evolved incredibly complex systems just to manage it. When it comes to hydration, many of us have it wrong. Chugging water as fast as you can isn't the answer. Your body can actually only process around a liter per hour. Drink any faster than that, and you're just overwhelming your kidneys and diluting your electrolytes. And what about all those trendy water types that have been showing up recently? Alkaline water promises to balance your body's pH, but here's the thing: your stomach is highly acidic for a reason. The moment that alkaline water hits your stomach acid, that special pH is gone. Your body tightly regulates its pH, and no amount of expensive water is going to change that. Think about this: your body is 60% water, but do you actually know what all that water is doing in there? Here's a shocker: that 8 glasses a day rule, it might be completely wrong for you. From the myths about hydration to the fascinating science of how your body uses every drop, we're exploring why water isn't just something you drink, it's the essence of life itself. I'm Eric Johnston, and I'm not a hydrologist or a physiologist. I'm just someone trying to get the facts about fluid without getting fluid about the facts. On this episode of Food Truth, we're diving deep into the molecule that makes life possible. We'll discover why athletes sometimes drink too much water. Yep, that's a thing. The truth about sports drinks and electrolytes, why different types of water affect your body differently, what happens when you're just 2% low on water, how this simple molecule powers everything from your brain to your big toe, and much more. Plus, in our Nutrikinetics segment, we'll follow a single drop of water on its incredible journey through your body from the moment it touches your lips to its final exit. Join me and our expert guests as we wade through the science and discover how this cosmic traveler became the molecule that keeps you alive. This is The Water Show. You're listening to Food Truth. For more Food Truth, go to getfoodtruth.com to find show notes, links, and resources to help you along your nutritional journey. Hey, listener, I appreciate you pressing play. Food Truth is a new podcast, and my goal here is to find the most credible and resourceful experts to help us wade through the mysteries and the massive amount of information that we are bombarded with when it comes to food and drink and nutrition information. I started this podcast because I have so many questions. Like, why is it when a new study comes out, it just seems to contradict the previous study that we had on the same topic, and which one is right? I just kind of want to know, well, what's the bottom line here when it comes to nutrition and food and beverage? This show will cover just about everything that we consider to be food or drink. And even some shows will be related to things like pet food as well. So I hope you join me on this journey. And if you have any comments or questions, please get in touch. I do read everything. I also ask for your support. As a new podcast, we do need it. So please press subscribe to Food Truth wherever you're getting this podcast. And if you'd like to stop by our website, I would also appreciate it. We're not monetizing the show yet with advertisements, but we do accept donations through Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee. These things help us cover the cost of web hosting, studio rental time, and other incidentals related to the podcast. So we would appreciate your support on that. Thank you for listening to Food Truth. If you want more Food Truth, go to getfoodtruth.com. Let's follow a single sip of water on its remarkable journey through your body. Right now, as I speak, your body is precisely managing its water balance down to the smallest drop, running a water management system more complex than any city's. The moment water touches your tongue, your brain is already responding. Special sensors in your mouth signal your brain about the incoming fluid, and your body starts adjusting hormones before you even swallow. Your body's that smart about water. As the water travels down your esophagus, it's not just falling with gravity. Your throat muscles move in a coordinated wave, actively pushing the water down. Within seconds, it enters your stomach, where the journey gets interesting. Here's what amazes me: that water doesn't just sit in your stomach. Your body starts absorbing it immediately through your stomach lining, but most of it moves quickly to your small intestine. This isn't a passive process. Your body actively manages this movement. In your small intestine, the real magic happens. Water molecules perform what I think of as a microscopic ballet. Some dance straight through cell membranes. Others are actively pumped through specialized channels, following sodium like a molecular shepherd guiding its flock. But here's the mind blowing part: this isn't just about hydration. That water becomes part of every process in your body. Right now, water is carrying nutrients to your cells, it's removing waste products, it's lubricating your joints, regulating your body temperature, protecting your brain, and it's helping you convert food into energy. Your kidneys are constantly monitoring and adjusting your body's water balance. They filter your entire blood volume about 40 times every day. That's like running all the water in a swimming pool through a filter system every hour, but with incredible precision. Think about this. When you're thirsty, you're usually down only about 2 to 3% of your body's water. Your body is that sensitive to its water balance. It's like having the world's most precise measuring system built right into your cells. And here's what else I found fascinating: your body knows the difference between different types of fluid: sports drink, coffee, soup. Your body has to adjust its processing for each one. Pure water gets fast tracked into your system, while other beverages need more processing. That single sip of water you took, some molecules are already being used in chemical reactions. Some are cushioning your organs, some are helping maintain your blood volume, and some are on their way to being filtered by your kidneys. The nutrikinetics of water is the science of how your body processes and uses water. Every sip triggers this incredible cascade of events, this precise ballet of molecular movement and balance. Now let's trace the remarkable journey of water through your body, starting with the moment your brain realizes it needs it. At around T minus 2 to 1 hour, your brain detects you're about 2% low on water. Osmoreceptors in your hypothalamus sense this tiny change in blood concentration. That's all it takes to trigger thirst. Your mouth starts feeling dry as salivary glands reduce secretion to conserve water. At about T minus 30 minutes, you're now down about 2.5% water. Your brain increases vasopressin hormone release, telling your kidneys to conserve every drop. Your urine becomes more concentrated. Blood vessels begin to adjust. At about T minus 2 seconds, you see water. Your brain's thirst centers fire intensely. Salivary glands prepare to reactivate. Your digestive tract readies for incoming fluid. At T minus 0, water hits your tongue. Immediate relief signals fire from mouth sensors to brain. Vasopressin levels begin dropping. Your body's already absorbing water through mouth tissues. At T plus 30 seconds, your first swallow is complete. Water is rushed down your esophagus. Your stomach lining begins absorption immediately. Your body's not waiting around when it's thirsty. At T plus 5 minutes since that first swallow, water reaches your small intestine. Aquaporin channels spring into action, moving water molecules through cell membranes at incredible speed. Your blood volume begins to normalize. At T plus 20 minutes, water distribution is in full swing. As your blood volume increases, cellular hydration improves throughout your body. Nerve signal transmission strengthens, joint lubrication restores, and temperature regulation optimizes. At T plus 30 minutes, your kidneys detect blood volume returning to normal. Filtration adjusts. Vasopressin levels continue to drop. Your body's perfect water management system is restoring balance. An hour after taking that sip of water, hydration is largely restored. That water now circulates in your blood, operates inside your cells, moves between cell spaces, and supports every bodily function. At T plus 2 to 4 hours, your body keeps what it needs. Extra water molecules are being filtered by our kidneys, which will process all your blood about 400 times every day. After 4 to 6 hours after that drink of water, the journey concludes. That life giving water has restored your hydration, powered countless chemical reactions, enabled cellular processes, and departed through sweat, breath, or urine. From the first warning of thirst to the final restoration of balance, your body orchestrates an incredible symphony of water regulation. And it's ready to do it all again the moment those osmoreceptors detect the next 2% drop. Every major civilization developed around water sources, but each culture viewed water differently. Ancient Egypt saw the Nile as a deity, while Greek philosophers debated water as a fundamental element. These different perspectives shaped how societies managed and revered water. Traditional Chinese medicine sees water as one of five elements crucial for health, linking it to kidney function and willpower. Ayurvedic medicine in India connects water to emotional balance and digestion. These ancient systems recognized water's importance beyond simple hydration. Native American cultures developed sophisticated understanding of water cycles and conservation. The Hohokam people of Arizona built hundreds of miles of irrigation canals. The Iroquois had specific ceremonies honoring water's life giving properties. Their traditional knowledge often paralleled modern scientific understanding. Islamic cultures developed advanced water management systems, with Damascus and Baghdad creating complex water delivery networks. The public fountains of Rome demonstrated engineering mastery. These technological achievements reflected cultural values about water's importance. Modern societies show similarly varied approaches to water. Japanese bath culture emphasizes both cleanliness and social bonding. European spa traditions blend health and social practices. American culture often emphasizes water's role in fitness and athletic performance. Today's water conservation efforts often draw on traditional knowledge. Ancient rainwater harvesting techniques inform modern sustainable water management. Cultural perspectives on water's spiritual and practical importance continue influencing how we use and protect water resources. Your circulatory system depends entirely on water as the medium for blood. Plasma, which makes up about 55% of your blood volume, is 92% water. This liquid environment allows blood cells to flow smoothly through vessels while carrying oxygen, nutrients, and waste products. Without water's unique properties, blood couldn't perform its vital transport functions. Your nervous system uses water to generate electrical signals. The fluid surrounding your neurons contains precisely balanced concentrations of ions that enable nerve impulses to fire. Your brain is protected by cerebral spinal fluid, which is 99% water. Even small changes in hydration can affect cognitive function and mood. Your digestive system requires water at every stage. Saliva, which is 99% water, begins breaking down food in your mouth. Your stomach secretes gastric juice that's mostly water. Your intestines absorb nutrients dissolved in water, and water helps move waste through your colon. Every digestive process depends on water's properties as a solvent. Your muscles and joints rely on water for proper function. Muscle tissue is about 75% water, allowing muscle fibers to slide smoothly during contraction. Joints are lubricated by synovial fluid, which is mostly water. Even your cartilage, though it seems solid, contains significant water that helps absorb shock and reduce friction. Your respiratory system uses water in unexpected ways. The air you exhale is saturated with water vapor, and your lungs are lined with a thin layer of water that helps oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange. This is why breathing cold, dry air can irritate your airways. It disrupts this delicate water balance. Your skin, the largest organ of your body, requires proper hydration to function as a barrier against infection and environmental damage. Skin cells need water to maintain their shape and function. Even the natural moisturizing factors in your skin depend on proper hydration to work effectively. Humans knew water was essential for life long before we understood why. Ancient civilizations built complex irrigation systems and water management technologies, but the molecular mysteries of water remained hidden. It wasn't until the 18th century that scientists began understanding water's true nature. In 1781, Henry Cavendish discovered that water wasn't an element, but a compound made from hydrogen and oxygen. This revolutionary finding shattered the ancient Greek belief that water was one of four fundamental elements. Soon after, Antoine Lavoisier named hydrogen, water former, and oxygen, acid former, beginning our modern understanding of water's chemistry. The 19th century brought deeper insights into water's unique properties. In 1806, Thomas Young discovered surface tension, explaining why water forms droplets. Scientists began understanding water's unusual expansion when frozen, one of the few substances that becomes less dense as a solid. This property, crucial for life on Earth, keeps ice floating on lakes and oceans, protecting the aquatic life below. By the early 1900s, scientists were unraveling water's molecular structure. The discovery that water molecules form temporary hydrogen bonds explained many of water's unusual properties. This understanding revolutionized biochemistry, showing how water's structure enables it to dissolve more substances than any other liquid. The mid 20th century brought tools to study water at the molecular level. Nuclear magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI, revealed how water molecules dance and shift in liquid form. Electron microscopy showed how water molecules arrange themselves around proteins and other biological molecules crucial for understanding life processes. Today, we're still discovering new properties of water. Recent research suggests water can exist in more forms than just solid, liquid, and gas. Scientists have found evidence of structured water in cells behaving differently than in bulk water. Each discovery reveals more about this remarkable molecule that makes life possible. Athletic performance depends heavily on proper hydration, but the science is more complex than just drink water. Different types of exercise demand different hydration strategies. Endurance athletes need different fluid replacement than strength athletes. Your body's fluid needs during exercise change with environmental conditions. Temperature, humidity, altitude, and exercise intensity all affect how much you sweat and what you lose in that sweat. Understanding these factors helps optimize hydration strategies. Dehydration affects different aspects of performance differently. Even mild dehydration can reduce endurance, but strength and power activities might not show effects until dehydration becomes more severe. This explains why different sports have different hydration protocols. The timing of fluid replacement matters as much as the amount. Prehydrating before exercise helps ensure adequate fluid levels. During exercise, your body can only absorb so much water per hour. Post-exercise hydration helps optimize recovery. Sports drinks serve different purposes for different activities. Short, intense workouts rarely require more than water. Longer activities might need electrolyte replacement. Understanding the science behind sports drinks helps athletes make informed choices about when to use them. Recent research challenges some traditional hydration advice. The old, if you're thirsty, it's too late message oversimplifies how thirst works. Modern exercise science suggests thirst can be a reliable guide for most activities, though elite athletes might need more precise strategies. Water's unique properties make it crucial for countless industrial processes. It's an excellent coolant for everything from nuclear reactors to computer servers. Its ability to absorb and release heat gradually makes it ideal for temperature control in manufacturing. Industries use water's solvent properties extensively, from semiconductor manufacturing requiring ultra pure water to textile production needing specific mineral content. Water quality affects product quality. Different industries need different types of water treatment. Water pressure powers hydraulic systems in everything from car brakes to heavy machinery. Its incompressibility makes it ideal for transmitting force. The same property that helps water support your cells makes it valuable for industrial applications. Modern water treatment technologies continue evolving. Reverse osmosis, ultraviolet sterilization, and advanced filtration methods make water usable for increasingly specialized purposes. Understanding water's molecular behavior drives innovation in water treatment. The demand for clean water drives technological advancement. New desalination techniques, water recycling systems, and purification methods emerge regularly. These technologies often find applications beyond their original industrial uses. The future of water technology focuses on sustainability. Industries develop ways to use less water, recycle more effectively, and reduce contamination. These advances often begin in industrial applications before becoming available for consumer use. The 8 glasses a day rule has been repeated so often it seems like scientific law, but it has no real scientific basis. Your water needs depend on multiple factors, including climate, activity, diet, and body size. Many people get significant hydration from food. Fruits and vegetables can be up to 95% water. Expensive alkaline water promises to balance your body's pH, but this claim ignores basic physiology. Your stomach acid immediately neutralizes alkaline water, and your blood's pH is tightly regulated by your lungs and kidneys. While alkaline water isn't harmful, its marketed benefits are largely unsupported by science. The bottled water industry has convinced many people that their product is safer than tap water, but in many developed countries, tap water is actually more strictly regulated. Those beautiful images of mountain springs on bottles, well, many brands are simply filtered municipal water marked up thousands of times. Enhanced or functional waters often promise benefits beyond hydration. While electrolytes can be beneficial during intense exercise, most people don't need special electrolyte drinks for everyday hydration. Many sports drinks contain unnecessary sugar and calories for typical daily activities. The marketing of water filtration systems often plays on fears rather than facts. While some areas do definitely need additional water treatment, many expensive filtration systems provide little benefit beyond what municipal treatment already accomplishes. Understanding your local water quality reports can help you make informed decisions about filtration needs. Recent trends like raw water or unfiltered spring water demonstrate how marketing can sometimes promote potentially dangerous practices. The idea that natural means safer ignores centuries of public health advances through water treatment. Modern water treatment prevents millions of cases of waterborne illnesses annually. Water's simple formula, H2O, masks its remarkable complexity. The molecule's bent shape, with its oxygen atom forming a 104.5-degree angle with its two hydrogen atoms, creates an uneven distribution of electrical charge. This seemingly minor detail explains many of water's unique properties that makes life possible. This molecular structure makes a water polar molecule, slightly positive at its hydrogen ends and negative at its oxygen end. These opposite charges allow water molecules to form temporary bonds with each other called hydrogen bonds. While individually weak, the sheer number of these bonds gives water its unique properties, including high surface tension and the ability to absorb large amounts of heat. Water's polarity makes it the universal solvent. The positive and negative regions allow it to surround and dissolve more substances than any other liquid. This property is crucial for life, enabling everything from nutrient transport in your bloodstream to waste removal in your cells. Perhaps water's most unusual property is that it expands when it freezes. Almost every other substance becomes denser as it solidifies, but water reaches its maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius and expands as it gets colder. This quirk keeps ice floating on lakes and oceans, protecting aquatic life below and making Earth's water-based life possible. Water can exist in multiple forms beyond just solid, liquid, and gas. Scientists have identified at least 17 different forms of ice, each with unique properties. Recent research suggests water in biological systems might exist in additional states, behaving differently than bulk water and potentially playing crucial roles in cellular function. The water molecule structure allows it to store and transmit information through its hydrogen bonding network. This property might explain water's role in biological processes beyond just becoming a solvent. Some researchers even suggest this information carrying capacity could be crucial for cellular communication and protein folding. The color of your urine tells an important story about hydration, but the common clear is best advice isn't quite accurate. Pale yellow indicates optimal hydration. Clear urine might even mean you're drinking too much water, which can dilute essential electrolytes. Very dark urine suggests you need more fluids. Morning thirst has a scientific basis. You lose water through breathing and sweating during sleep, and your kidneys continue producing urine. This natural overnight dehydration is why many traditional cultures worldwide begin their day with water intake, a practice now supported by modern research. Different activities require different hydration strategies. During exercise, you lose water primarily through sweat, but also through increased breathing rate. The temperature, humidity, and intensity of exercise all affect how much water you need. This is why one size fits all hydration advice often falls short. Alcohol's effect on hydration involves complex mechanisms. It suppresses vasopressin, a hormone that helps your kidneys conserve water. This causes increased urine production regardless of your body's hydration needs. Understanding this helps explain both hangover symptoms and why alternating alcoholic drinks with water can help prevent dehydration. Caffeine's reputation as a dehydrating agent is only partially accurate. While caffeine has a mild diuretic effect, caffeinated beverages still contribute to daily fluid intake. The key is understanding that different beverages affect your hydration status differently. Water, coffee, tea, and soft drinks aren't interchangeable when it comes to hydration. Air travel presents unique hydration challenges. The low humidity in airplane cabins increases water loss through breathing and skin evaporation. High altitudes can also affect how your body regulates fluids, which is why staying hydrated is particularly important during and after flights. Life began in Earth's ancient oceans over 3.5 billion years ago. Our cells still maintain an internal environment remarkably similar to seawater, a testament to our aquatic origins. This is why balanced salt solutions used in medical procedures are often called physiological saline. They mirror the ocean where life began. Our bodies evolved sophisticated mechanisms to maintain proper water balance because access to fresh water was often limited. The thirst mechanism developed to be incredibly sensitive, triggering when we lose just 1 to 2% of our body water. This early warning system helped our ancestors survive in water scarce environments. The ability to conserve water gave early humans a crucial advantage. Our sweat glands evolved to cool us efficiently while minimizing water loss, allowing us to pursue prey over long distances in hot conditions. This endurance hunting capability helped drive human evolution. Our kidneys developed remarkable abilities to fine tune water retention based on environmental conditions. They can produce either dilute or concentrated urine as needed, an adaptation that allowed our ancestors to survive in diverse environments from deserts to rainforests. The development of upright walking may have been influenced by water conservation. Standing upright exposed less body surface to the sun and improved cooling efficiency through sweating. This adaptation reduced water needs during activity, a crucial advantage in hot climates. Even our brain's high percentage of water reflects evolutionary history. The complex neural networks that give us our cognitive abilities require a precise fluid environment to function. Our skull evolved to protect not just our brain tissue, but also the crucial water based environment it needs. Water's role in cooking goes far beyond boiling pasta or steaming vegetables. It's a crucial player in almost every cooking process, even those that seem dry. Understanding water's behavior in cooking helps explain why certain techniques work and others fail. When you sear meat, you're actually managing water content. The Maillard reaction that creates those delicious browned flavors can't happen efficiently until surface moisture evaporates. This is why pat drying meat before cooking helps achieve better browning. Too much surface water keeps the temperature below the crucial browning point of 285 degrees Fahrenheit. Bread baking demonstrates water's complex role in food chemistry. Water activates gluten proteins in flour, creating the elastic network that gives bread its structure. During baking, water turns to steam, helping create the bread's internal structure. Some of this water remains chemically bound in the finished loaf, keeping it soft and fresh. The way you use water in cooking can significantly affect nutrient retention. Water soluble vitamins can leach into cooking water, a reason why steaming often preserves nutrients better than boiling. However, some nutrients actually become more available when cooked in water as the heat and moisture break down cell walls. Water's ability to dissolve both polar and nonpolar substances when hot makes it crucial in extracting flavors. This is why hot water works better than cold for brewing tea or coffee. The temperature affects which compounds dissolve, influencing both taste and nutritional content. Even freezing involves complex water chemistry. When water freezes, it forms crystals that can rupture cell walls in your food. This is why thawed vegetables are often mushy. Flash freezing creates smaller crystals, helping preserve food texture, a principle used in both commercial and home food preservation. Water shapes Earth's climate in ways both obvious and subtle. As water vapor, it's Earth's most important greenhouse gas, trapping heat more effectively than carbon dioxide. The water cycle, evaporation, cloud formation, precipitation, drives weather patterns worldwide. Oceans act as thermal regulators, absorbing and releasing heat slowly. This moderating effect explains why coastal areas typically have milder temperatures than inland regions. Ocean currents, driven by temperature and salinity differences, distribute heat globally. Water's high heat capacity makes it resistant to temperature changes. This property helps your body maintain stable temperatures throughout sweating, but on a global scale. It helps oceans moderate climate. A single cubic meter of water can store as much heat as an entire room of air. Cloud formation involves complex interactions between water vapor and tiny particles in the air. Each raindrop or snowflake requires a nucleation site, a small particle around which water molecules can gather. Understanding these processes helps explain both natural weather patterns and human impacts on climate. Changes in rainfall patterns affect everything from agriculture to urban planning. Some regions face increased flooding while others experience prolonged droughts. These shifts often follow predictable patterns based on water's behavior in the atmosphere. The water cycle connects seemingly unrelated events. Deforestation in one region can affect rainfall thousands of miles away. Arctic ice melt influences ocean currents that shape climate worldwide. Understanding these connections helps explain both historical climate changes and future predictions. Well, that's it for today's episode of Food Truth. I thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed today's episode on The Water Show. Join us next time for a deep dive look at electrolytes. If you want more Food Truth, try visiting our website. Go to www.getfoodtruth.com.